Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be reviewing Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Also, this video will contain spoilers, but let's stop delaying and jump right into it with a scuffed synopsis. So basically, you got the main character David. He does stuff and things, goes to school, all that good stuff. Then his mom dies. Oh no. And he is big sad about that. Eventually he finds this spinal cord implant thing. He gets it implanted and now he can move really fast. He ends up teaming up with this chick named Lucy and they steal some things together, have a nice little romance building going on. But she sells him out to this gang of misfits that she is a part of. But plot twist, David ends up joining them and they do some cool mercenary jobs together. And that basically wraps up this synopsis. Starting off with the plot and story, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I really enjoyed the story. Like I said in my previous video on Edgerunners, it's a lot of story packed into only 10 episodes, and it threw me off a couple of times, but I kept up pretty well. Even though I said there was a lot of story packed in the 10 episodes, it still flowed pretty good, and I have to say it didn't feel rushed, which is absolutely amazing. I honestly have zero complaints about the story. Would have liked the ending to be a little different, with all the deaths and stuff. Kind of felt like an Occam got killed kind of thing. And it hurted a little bit, but that makes it unique. Not many shows kill off the majority of the characters. It definitely hurt just a smidge, but hey, that's just me. Anyways, the story was great. Next up, we have the characters, and the characters were amazing, super unique, and really entertaining to watch. David was the dude trying to make it, which led him to his own downfall by upgrading his body a lot, but he ended up being the hero at the end. Then you have Lucy, the love interest, who really wanted to go to the moon, and eventually ended up going to the moon at the end. Rebecca was for sure my favorite. She acted like the brazen, guns blazing, funny character. They are always the most entertaining characters to watch. Rebecca was definitely the brazen type. It was hilarious watching her interact with everybody else. Unfortunately, she met a terrible ending at the hands of old Adam Smasher, or whatever the hell his name is. The other characters were also pretty good, just less memorable in my opinion. All around, the characters were great. And staying on the topic of characters, next up is the character designs, and good lord, I absolutely 110% loved the character designs. It seems like they stuck to the game with all the wacky looking people. Every character looked unique and wild as all hell with these futuristic styles. I cannot rave enough about how good the character designs are. They are absolutely amazing. Just take a look at them. I'm showing a couple maybe, hopefully, if I'm not lazy with my editing. I love myself a good character design. I love unique character designs. It adds all the extra points in the world for me when an anime has good character designs. Jumping over to the art style, and it was solid, definitely stand out, looked a good bit different from your average anime, which is always a great thing. Felt more colorful, like things popped more, but it was also dark and dreary at times. I like how it had that switch up. It just seemed really nice. I'm not exactly sure what was so great about it for myself. I can't really pick one thing out about it. I just sum it all up as the art style. I don't know what it is, but it's just great. I love how unique it looked. The art style was just really great. I don't know what more to say about it. It was amazing. The animation was incredibly smooth, especially during the action scenes, and the action scenes were amazing. All these gunfights, David goes really fast, so everything moves in slow motion. It all was just crazy. So much stuff would be going on, gunfights and just fist fights, all this crazy stuff, blood's going everywhere. It was all really good and just really smooth, which you love because there is no hiccups when it comes to the animation. Everything flowed incredibly nicely, and I have absolutely no complaints about the animation. And like always, I never really pay attention to sound design, but like the animation, I have no complaints at all. The voice acting was really good, which you do not see often with anime dubs. I know I personally prefer dubbed anime because I don't have time to be reading subtitles, but they definitely chose like an amazing cast for the dub, and that made it really great because in anime, when they dub anime, it seems like it's the same couple voice actors they use to dub the anime, but with Edgerunners, it was just this really great cast of voice actors, and is really great. But for everything else with sound design, I honestly didn't really pay attention to it, which means it's pretty good. Because if I don't notice anything, then I don't have anything to complain about. All the props for that. I have to say I loved Edgerunners. It was super unique, unlike anything I've ever watched before. Everything about it was super good, and honestly, I wish more anime was like Edgerunners. Edgerunners really broke the mold, and it was in a league of its own. But for my final score, I'm going to give Cyberpunk Edgerunners a solid 10 out of 10. It's a great anime, and I highly suggest checking it out if you haven't already. I don't think it'll disappoint you in the slightest. It's great. Give it a watch. If you've already watched it, watch it again. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts on Edgerunners down in the comments. Check the description for all my links, and I'll drop a better synopsis for Edgerunners down there as well. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.